Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Mahimacharan recited from the Mahanirvana Tantra. Yesterday we went through the whole text in English. I will read again. Om, I bow to thee, the everlasting cause of this world. I bow down to thee, pure consciousness, the soul that sustains the whole universe. The author, or it's a text actually, Mahanirvana Tantra, a scripture, very difficult to say. It is spontaneous writing of an enlightened soul at a particular level of consciousness. So, writing or formation and all, we don't usually use the term rachana. No, it is a spontaneous flow from the, as if they are simply downloading from the transcendental and offering to us. Everlasting cause of the universe, the world, everlasting, the cycle of Srishti Sthiti Pralaya, the whole universe appears and lasts for millions of years and goes to the optimum level of expansion and again contracts to zero. Whole matter gets converted into energy, and energy slowly dissolves in the absolute existence. Nothing exists. Just like we leave our physical body because it belongs to the nature, we leave the subtle body also because it relates to nature, and I alone, my pure consciousness, I am withdrawing from the projected state back, and I become zero after the causal body. From there becomes my spiritual existence. Like that, the whole, because this body belongs to nature, I leave the body and come myself alone. But God Himself has become the universe. I have not become my body. I have not become my mind. They are superimposition on my existence, which I identify in a particular state of consciousness. In dream state of consciousness, I identify with causal body and subtle body. In deep sleep, I identify with non-existence, shunya. In dreams, it's a consciousness. There is a consciousness which says nothing exists, shunya. One who exists has no identity. Once there is no world, there is no I hours, there is no time and space. But that shunyatva is experienced, non-existence is experienced in causal body, karana sharira, in deep sleep. Beyond this deep sleep, I become a bindu. Till then, I somewhere I am identifying with causal body. All things relating to me has become a seed, so it is not visible. It is not perceivable. Tree cannot be perceived in a seed. When it emerges and projects out only. What is stored in any computer we cannot know, because it is in seed form. When it is projected on the screen, you know what are the things inside. Like that, causal body identification takes you a state of consciousness which experiences shunyata. Beyond that is purnatva. I am purna, pure consciousness, unassociated with anything. Then in the dream state, dream consciousness, I am identifying with causal body and subtle body. In waking state, I am identifying with all the three bodies. And the turiya, I dissociate with all again. And what I am, but I carry two things of the nature, panchakarma, jnanendriya and buddhi. Manas goes little far up to the manomaya kosha and dissolves in the intellect. Intellect containing ego and panchajnanendriyas, five senses, organs of senses, continue in the savikalpa samadhi. In nirvikalpa samadhi, the mind has already merged and the five senses also merge. Last ego, just being one with consciousness, pervading the buddhi and one with the buddhi. The three have become one homogeneous existence. Buddhi, ahankara, and chaitanya. They are become one, mixed. So you cannot distinguish, just like you put water in milk, you cannot find the milk anymore or water anymore. They have become one. Water and milk it has become. Like that it will be. All three has become one. It is that which enters into the nirvikalpa samadhi. So these three bodies with which I same way the whole universe goes to the causal form and reappears. In causal form and beyond, one with the Ishvara, one with the universal consciousness, it remains dissolved, just like we remain dissolved in universal consciousness. Universal consciousness remains dissolved in the absolute consciousness. Shrishti Pralaya. In Pralaya, you will not see anything except Ananta Sachidananda Sagara. The universe is totally dissolved. It remains same period as it was in manifested state, and again slowly emerges out. And again goes. It's eternally going on. Universe is there in manifested state and in dissolved state. Dissolution, but it is there. Eternally it is there. Prakriti. I bow down to thee, everlasting cause of the world. I bow down to thee, pure consciousness, Shuddha Chaitanya, the soul that sustains the whole universe. Just like my bodily existence, I am there as the soul, independent of body, which is moving back and forth in sleep, dream state. I, independent of body, dwelling in it. Like that, universal consciousness, Ishvara, is dwelling in this universe, pervading this universe. I am not simply dwelling in this universe, I am pervading this whole body. I am not only simply living in this body, I am pervading the body and say, I am body. Similarly, universal consciousness identifies the whole body. Whether it is in any state, it is one with the whole universe. So that identity, it is dwelling in, independently dwelling and identifying with the whole universe. This universal consciousness is called Ishvara, the Lord of the universe, who governs, who pervades, and the same in its absolute state is the substratum on which the universe is standing. So this Soul of just like I have a soul, the universe has a soul. The soul that I am in this body is called Jivatman. And the soul of the universe, which pervades the universe and sustains it, is called Ishvara, the Lord of the universe. So I bow down to the pure consciousness, that is Shuddha Chaitanya. I am Shuddha Chaitanya in this body. I am being identified with body and living in body. I am called Jivatman. Otherwise, I am Shuddha Chaitanya. Because of the identity that I gain and lose every day through three bodies, waking, dreaming, deep sleep, I am identified as Jivatman, though I am independent of the three. I am universal consciousness, being one with the, because it is one, it is absolute. But because it is one with the universe, it is called Ishvara. I am called Jivatman. He is called Paramatman or Ishvara. So, the soul that sustains the whole universe, I bow down to thee, who art the one without duality, absolute existence. The absolute existence has become all that exists. The universe is just manifestation of it. It is not different from it. Just like the water has become a part of water, has become ice. What is manifested as ice, not different from water. It is difference in state. Water has become vapor, another state of the same water, but same water. Universe, another state of Brahman. It is manifested state. It is same. Brahman is here as the universe. That's why we use the term Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Thou who art one without duality, who dost bestow liberation. See, consciousness has three powers, always, whether it is absolute or relative or an individual. I am individual consciousness. I have three qualities always, being conscious if I am conscious. What are they? Ichcha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. Wherever you have consciousness, whether it is a minute identity, the individual consciousness or cosmic consciousness, or they are like pot space, room space, and space beyond. Space is one, but still with the limitations, adjunct, limiting adjunct, we call it upadhi. Because of the upadhi, the space looks like as if they are made into different sections or parts, but there is no part. It is upadhi is making it appear. Space is made to appear as pot space, room space, but there is only one space. Space is akhanda. You cannot divide or cut and carry it or do anything. Nothing can be done. It is akhanda. Like that Chaitanya is akhanda, but when it pervades the bodily existence, we call it Jivatma. It is pervading the universe, we call it Ishvara, and the absolute. So the same consciousness is there, and that consciousness, this upadhi, breaking the upadhi. It gives the knowledge, look here, I am here, I am you. When God says, make you forget that you are pot, make you forget that you are body, you will immediately get that illumination. It is within you, just a screen. A veil is covering the truth. When the veil drops off, you see the light. Oh, when the pot dissolves, you know, I am not only room space, I am the room space. When pot is gone, I am the room space. Pot space has become one with the room space. The room also gone, it is one with the absolute. So the Ishvara has powers. The Chaitanya, Chidananda also has powers to create and dissolve. Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. I am individual conscious, but I have the Icha Shakti. I can manifest my Icha. The power of volition, power of action, and power of cognition. All the three, Icha Shakti, Kriya, Jnana Shakti. The three powers are within me. I can cognize. I can identify. Oh, that is apple. This is door. I can identify. So this cognition, action, I can do action. Because karmendriyas I possess. Jnanendriyas I possess, so I can cognize. And karmendriyas, I can act. Icha Shakti, and I have will. Icha Shakti. So I can exercise, I can will. I will go to America today. I can will. So these three, Ishvara also has this power. The Absolute also has its power, the same power, at higher and higher level. It can give mukti to the whole universe, all jivas. It can retain. It has that freedom. Ishvara also can give mukti at will. But individual cannot give mukti to anybody or get the mukti. He has to surrender the ego to get the mukti. So this whole structure, we see God, He can liberate you just by His will. May you be enlightened. Sri Ramakrishna's Kalpataru Day, he shows the power of Ishvara. On the Kalpataru Day, whoever was there, just may you be spiritually awakened. Tomar Chaitan Hog. Immediately he gets the enlightenment. Everyone was dancing in joy and ecstasy of love of God. God can do and undo anything. He can give liberation. Who does bestow liberation? Everyone, He alone has to release. I bow down to Thee, Brahman, the all-pervading, attributeless reality. Attribute guna, nirguna, nirakara. It is all-pervading. What all exists. Just like you make golden ornaments, gold is pervading all ornaments. Here, God is pervading everything, including space and time. Desha Kala. In Desha, all other objects come. In space, all other objects come. From space, one by one, Akash, Vayu, Agni, Rapa, Advi, Prithvi, tak, is descending. The whole universe is descending. So there's descendance. Whole thing, how it appears, how it manifests. So all that is all-pervading and attributeless. It doesn't have qualities. He can assume any quality, project any qualities. Just like earth. All colors that you see is from earth. Varieties of flowers, greenery, what all you see is from the earth. But earth doesn't have any color, its own color. It will not project any color you see. But it contains, the plant takes out one by one color and exhibits. Smell. All smells are there in that earth. Soil. All tastes are there. Chili taste. Chili plant gives the chili taste, takes out and gives. See, in this earth there is chili. Sugar can give sweetness. Everything is there, but nothing you can see. It's its own color, its own nature. How soft petals of the flower, and how you hold the mud and see how it is. What a difference. So everything, just like that, from God, everything appears. And he doesn't have any quality by himself, but he can project any quality. Nirguna Nirakara. He can become in a moment Saguna Sagara. You are the Brahman, the all-pervading, attributeless reality. Because the contradictions should not come. In Hinduism, all doubts and contradictions are removed. When we say God, first definition is complete, Purna. If anything exists other than that, is Apurna, is short by that. If universe is there, independent of God, then God is short by that universe. So God includes all that exists. He is Purna. He pervades everything. What a beautiful understanding, you see, even intellectually, apart from reality. What is God? Is limitless. You cannot limit him. You cannot say he is this and not that. He is everything. Whatever you can think of is there in it. So anything, if you say God is Advaita alone, you are limited him. He is no more God. He can never be Dvaita, then he is not God. He is Dvaita alone and not Advaita, then he is not Purna. He is incomplete as well as there is something other than him. And how limited becomes immediately limited. It is limited. Limited cannot be God. That's why whole structure up to the universe and all jivas, how it is manifesting from God, and nothing is there apart from God. You can worship any object as God. In this, with the understanding of Hinduism, you can identify any object, anything. You can worship, identify with God, and oh, you are there in this, you are there in this, you are there in this. Any person, any being, anything, a tree, a river, a mountain, an individual, a guru, a shishya. So anything, any object, anything, atom, even an atom to mountain, whole universe as God. So is that attributed reality, but it's reality. Why do we call reality? Because what we are seeing is not real. We are seeing an unreal world. We are projecting our own experiences. I have gathered and I have accumulated. I am projecting on this universe and seeing. Otherwise, this universe is God. A child has its own universe, understanding of the universe. As soon as it gets up, he projects it. This is my mother. This is my father. This is my sister. This house is mine. How that understanding, identity, it doesn't want to go to anybody else. A youth is projecting his world on this. A old man is projecting his world on this. The same world they absorb and sleep. What remains is reality. They will absorb and again project on this as soon as you wake up. This continues. Now, a jnani is there who is enlightened. How does he see the world? Is the reality. He sees a world of God. Oh, God has become everything. is His divinity shining forth in every object, in every being. So that is our ideal, that is our goal to reach. Thou art the refuge, the only object of adoration. Refuge. Where do we get the refuge? Every soul is struggling. He is burdened by the actions and reactions of his karma. He went on doing karma because no living being can live without action. So action is going to be reaction. And I am in that cycle of action and reaction, karma chakra. So karma chakra, I have to come out, and now the only where to take refuge, all whatever see is limited. I cannot take refuge in any being. He may be king, he cannot give solace to my burning heart. So limitation is there. I cannot surrender anywhere. Christ says the foxes have their holes, birds have their nest, but man, the child of God, doesn't have a place to lay his head. Where to go, where to keep, where to unburden the heart? We don't get a shoulder. Then we find only refugees, that God who is all pervading, who is all capable. Three important attributes that we put on God is He is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnicompassionate, and full of knowledge, omniscient, omnipotent, is all pervading, omnipresent, and omnicompassionate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.